What if the Earth was other shapes? That's a good question, and it will be a fun one. Right now, the Earth is a sphere. It does this when we run the simulation. Basically, what you'd expect it to. I mean, there's not that much to it, guys. It's a sphere. Nothing happens. If we take a look in this tab here, I have a lot of things I can use here. Actually, feel free to suggest any if you see anything interesting in the comments. But I have a group here of shapes that we can use. I can pick any. I think I'll pick the pyramid off the start because that's what was in the thumbnail. And I can change this to actually have the Earth on it. So this is our pyramid Earth, and if we look in the top right here, I've set the density to be the same, and I've set the edge triangles to fit the Earth, even though it says to Earth, ignore that. But we can see its mass is only 30% of the original Earth because we have just so much missing here from the sphere. So we can go ahead and run this and see what it would look like. And it's very messy. I don't like this. Not sure what's going on. Definitely not a fan though. Really weird. Like if you were over here in a God bless the USA, I think you actually might be fine. We're in one of those seams that kind of survive. If you're in like Africa though, we're pushing it now. So that's what the triangle looked like. This is kind of like a rope. I kind of just discovered I could do this, but it looks pretty cool actually. I'm excited to see what it'll do. We can let this run here, and obviously everything is going to form back into a ball, but it looks pretty cool actually when it does this. And it'll collapse into one. Pretty nice. I don't know what it's doing now though. Yeah, so this one's really interesting because it forms groups of spheres instead of just one big one. Like as you can see, it's dividing into three almost. And then of course they come crashing into the middle, as we all hopefully expected it to do. How do we feel about the flat Earth? We all know it's not real, but if it was, it looks something like this. It would collapse back into a ball as we all expected, but it does it in a very eccentric fashion. Looks really cool, really devastating. We get like 600 moons, and it kind of like bounces up and down. A few impacts there. Looks pretty neat. There's gonna be another one real quick here. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty cool. I think we just need to appreciate how high this little thing here goes. This is about 1 diameter Earth. So this is Earth diameter, and this thing goes and just goes and goes and goes and goes to like right here. That's so much higher than it originally started at. What about a donut Earth? You'll see this one kind of looks similar to the last one, but we already seen the last one, the flat Earth. So it's pretty boring. There's something pretty interesting we can do. So one very interesting thing we can do is we can add a rotation to our donut, and when you watch it, you'll see that it starts off mostly fine for a couple of seconds, but then it starts to grow unstable, and it crashes into itself. And it actually forms a moon on top of all this ruckus. And it's so interesting. And these will probably binary orbit each other for a while. Pretty neat though. You can tell which one is the moon and which one was the original, because this is the original, and you can definitely tell that it had a huge contact with itself, whereas our moon here looks relatively fine. And for the end here, we can try a cube like the Minecraft world. There's not that much to it actually. It just collapses back into a sphere. A lot of people probably survived this. A lot of people probably didn't, because that's very destructive, even though it doesn't look too bad from here. Anyways, pretty boring. What do you think?